Welcome to the SUNY Library's microcourse on brainstorming keywords. Our previous lesson dealt with the online resources you might use to find sources for your research projects. This one focuses on keywords, search terms that help you locate your sources using those resources. It's often necessary to identify keywords when doing research because, unlike chatbots or Google, many library databases aren't great at interpreting meaning from text. They're very literal, searching for everything you enter. So if you type in your entire research question, the database will search for every word in the question and probably won't find any sources that match. That's why you need to identify keywords. Keywords represent important concepts, terms, or ideas in your research. They're index terms that point the database to a source that concerns their topic. Searching with multiple keywords will locate very specific sources on very specific subjects. Always remember that when you're doing research, you want to find the best sources for your research, the ones that are most relevant to your topic, not just the first ones you come across. Searching with keywords can help you do that. The default setting for most library databases is to look for all the terms you use and only come up with articles that contain all of them. So searching with multiple keywords will narrow and refine your results. We'll deal with ways to broaden your search using multiple keywords in our next microcourse. Say you're researching education reform in a library database. If you just type in education reform, you get over 55,000 results, way too many to effectively sort through to find the articles that are most relevant to your research. So you add another keyword, say middle school. That second keyword narrows your search to 1900, and adding New York brings you down to only 50. So the fewer keywords you use, the broader your search will be. And the more keywords you use, the more precise it gets. Generally speaking, you want to use between 2 and 4 keywords for your search. Use only one keyword, your search will be too broad, with too many returns. Use more than 4, and your search might be so specific that you get too few results, or even none. The best time to brainstorm your keywords is once you've established your research question. And often, the best way to start is by just looking at your question and picking out the most important concepts. So let's say my research question is, how can renewable energy be integrated into urban planning to reduce climate change? My keywords would be renewable energy, urban planning, and climate change. Everything else in that sentence is irrelevant when it comes to conducting research. Once you have your keywords, you'll also want to come up with synonyms or similar terms for them, because the word that's in your head might not be what somebody else thought of when they wrote their article. There are a lot of resources out there that can help you identify synonyms, including a thesaurus, your textbook, encyclopedia articles, and other text you used for your background reading. So for our example, synonyms for urban planning would include urban development or city planning. A synonym for climate change would be global warming, and synonyms for renewable energy would be green energy, or narrower, more specific terms like solar power, wind power, or hydroelectric power. Once you've located a source on your topic, you can also look it over for additional keyword ideas. You might find them in the article's title, in its abstract, or in the sources cited in its references or bibliography. Sometimes articles will even suggest keywords for you. When doing your research, you'll want to search for all of these synonyms, but that doesn't mean you have to conduct an endless series of searches combining all the different synonyms of all your different keywords. Our next microcourse will cover how you can conduct that search all at the same time. So that's a quick explanation of keywords, one of the foundations of academic research. Becoming proficient at using them will help you quickly and efficiently find sources for your papers or projects. And if you ever have any trouble nailing down your keywords or figuring out synonyms for them, as always, just ask a librarian and we'll be happy to help.